think we we are live. Are you live? Are you here too? Oh, I know, thank goodness. Okay, here we all are. My dog has been extremely next level clingy today. What's going on? Did you not sleep okay? I can't move without her wanting to. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I had this as an unlisted video. That's not going to help anybody, is it? Aries, come on, get down. Get down, girl. Hi. I'm pretty sure I think I had this as an unlisted video, not a public video. So I don't know if anyone can see it. Oh, can people see it? Hi, everybody. I don't know if I can change my settings now. I'm just not cut out for live chats, I think is what I've decided. Because it never lets me... Okay. So it did pop up. I know it was set to unlisted. I know that it was. So that's very confusing. Well, hopefully people can see it. I don't know. Okay, good. We're all here. It never wants me to be able to upload a thumbnail, and it always crashes every single time I try to do a thumbnail. And so by the time it finally let me do the thumbnail, I was just so flustered. I just hit go live and I didn't change any other settings. So it's probably marked as for kids, as usual. One thing I want to start off with, I really, I'm just drinking some tea, but just one thing that I want to say before we get started, and I will start to cry, is we actually lost a friend and someone who lived at the complex here on Sunday, and I think it's probably why my dog is so concerned about me. But so if my mood is a little bit off, that's why. So just, a lot of us are just kind of having a hard time here and trying to understand and all of those things. But, so if I seem a little bit off and my dog seems a little bit off, that is why. But I really had wanted to do this finale last week, but I potentially had jury duty. So I didn't know if Aries, I didn't know how long I was going to be gone for. No, come on, sit down. You're going to fall off the chair. You're going to hurt yourself. Then what are we going to do? We can't take anything else, okay? We can't take anything else. So yeah, I just wasn't sure about jury duty and all of that. So I didn't want to schedule something and then have to reschedule it. And then, yeah. So unfortunately, sometimes it feels like with this job, you don't really get to have days off. So even when things like that are happening. So, but thank you. I'm seeing your comments. But I just wanted to throw that out there for anyone who's in the live, or if you're watching on the replay and you're like, why is she not as happy? It's just been a weird couple of days around here. So that is that. The tea that I'm drinking, though, is licorice root tea. I've been drinking all kinds of teas recently. I guess I need a primer, huh? Yeah, licorice root. I can't remember exactly what all the benefits are of that one, but I usually drink that after lunch. I think it helps with digestion, and I usually do a spearmint tea at night. And then in the morning, I don't drink a lot of tea in the morning, but if I do, because I try to eat breakfast, but if I do a tea in the morning, it has the word blueberry in it. I saw Lisa J recommend it, and it has green tea in it. So if there's days that I feel I need a little bit of caffeine, that's the one I'll drink. Come on, big dog. I know, tell everybody. Aries has been loving all of the comments of her being in the back of my videos, she just now feels like she is the star of the show, which she is. I know you are. I know. So it's been so funny, yeah, reading all of the comments, and it's been so funny like editing the videos and like seeing her like turning around in the chair or yawning, like in one of my videos coming up. I was like, yeah, Aries, and I really like physical activities, and she's just in the back just yawning, and I'm like, I swear we're physically active. So yeah, so that made me chuckle. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for the love. Take care of one another. So but anyways, eek. Anywho, we're gonna have such a fun chat, are we not? Because this is the March Week of Madness finale. And there was some close, I gotta pull my paper closer to me. There was definitely some close votes. We didn't have a primer, so I've just been using my Urban Decay All-Nighter Face Primer recently. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start to apply this and get ready. Oh no, I did not get my sponge damp. And I feel like I am boxed in over here. We'll figure that out. But I also have to say that I'll go along each category as we get ready, and I'll try to speed it up because I only have an hour, so like I'm already just been talking too much. But we have multiple perfect brackets. Multiple. And when I say multiple, I don't mean like 2 or 3. Multiple. So we're actually going to do a live drawing of who the winner is. So that's going to be fun. So stay tuned at the end. I have everybody written down on a little piece of paper here, and I am going to put them all into a mug and pull them out, and we're going to see who the winner is. So I'm very excited. I can't believe, like, I was like, I thought I really made it harder by adding in the fragrance category, but this is definitely the year that we've had the most amount of perfect brackets. Like, I'm shook. I'm just gonna get my sponge damp really quick. Okay. Hopefully that didn't take too long. But yeah, I was like, as I was going through, this was a couple days ago, I was going through all of them, and I was like, oh, wait, okay. And I would like highlight that name, and then I'd like keep going a little bit more, and I'd be like, oh, wait, okay. And then I got to like 4, and I was like, and then I got to 5, and I was like, how many perfect brackets are there going to be? So yeah, and you know what? I guess the, Jen said, speaking of March Madness, UConn, that's my school, like 10 years ago. Love that. Yeah, you know, we're finishing March Madness the day after March Madness, like the actual like basketball game came to a close. So yeah. So sorry, I am gonna jump into the comments. I wasn't trying to ignore the comments in the beginning. I just knew that like I would cry even more. But really do appreciate the love and support there. And luckily I have some videos like ready to go as well. So I'll still have like videos going up this week and everything. And yeah, just weird, you know, it's weird time, but I appreciate it so much. Julie says, hey, Sam and Aries from Denmark. Jay Loves Beauty says, it's great to hear so many people had perfect brackets. Yes, I was shook it. But let's jump into it with the foundation. So we had how should I do this? So we had the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which had 40% of the votes. And then your winner is the L'Oreal True Match at 60% of the votes. Nice even numbers there. So I am going to be using the L'Oreal True Match. This is just one of my favorites. Been raving about it for a long time. I did a video recently on affordable makeup better than high-end, and I mentioned this foundation, and I think this is the one that I was like, if you've not heard me talking about it, you've probably missed like a video or 7 of mine. And it's so funny because I feel like I just posted a TikTok this morning about this, But I feel like I've been getting such an influx of comments recently of people saying like you never post long form videos anymore, and I'm like, what? And it's always on, a short, and it's usually like angry people. Like, I mean, some comments are fine, like, oh, I like this, I just prefer long form, things like that. But then there's some that are like one person was like, you haven't posted a long form video in like, I think she said like 9 months. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I did, I did Vlogmas. Like I posted every single day in December. I was like, what do you mean? But I just feel like YouTube is not pushing out long form videos as much as they are pushing out their shorts because that's like where their focus is. I mean, I just went to the Creator Day in LA and it was all focused on shorts. Like the pillow said shorts, the water bottles said shorts. It was all about shorts. So I think that's just like also what the algorithm is like pushing out and showing. But I was like, I still upload weekly long form videos, but usually it's like 2 or 3 a week. Plus, I've been doing an hour-long live chat through the month of March. So I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes it's so hard because I feel like it takes so long to prepare and like film, edit long form videos, and then they just aren't really like getting the views like they normally would. And then I get comments of people saying like, all you do is post short form, and I'm like, okay. It kind of just makes me feel like, what is the point of making long form videos if no one can see them anyways? But I'm still making them. This week I'll have, what do I have? I have a haul. I have a haul video. I have a favorites video. On my second channel, I'll have a spring refresh video. I'll have this live chat. I just did affordable. Drugstore over high end. I did a will I buy it? But personally, I prefer long form videos, but the platform doesn't. So that doesn't really make things easy. That's for sure. But moving over to the concealer category, so we had the Lancome Tinty Dull had 45% of the votes, and the LYS Triple Fix had 55%. This was pretty close. I was a little bit surprised because I was kind of surprised that the Lancome made it into the top 2 because I feel like I'm one of the only people that talk about that concealer, but I love it. And so I was excited to see that it was so close though, but the LYS really is just like, it's so good. It is so good. So sorry, let me just scroll up. Hannah said, is it warm there today? It's over 70 here in Indiana again, and I'm shook. Aries just let out a big sigh if you heard that. I don't know if I want to discuss the weather. Y'all, on Sunday, I went to a pool party, okay? I was in a pool. I was in a swimsuit. I was in a pool. There was a DJ. I was living my best life. Sun was out. It was great. Okay. Yesterday, I'm at a bar watching the basketball game with the same group of people that I was at said pool with on Sunday, and all of a sudden someone goes, oh my God, it's snowing. I said, what? And I looked at the door and there is snow coming down and hail. And I was like, what? And we're all looking at each other like, were we at a pool yesterday? Were we in swimsuits yesterday? Like I literally had to pull up the photo of us like in the cabana, like, that really happened? What is going on? And it is in the 50s again today, and it's super, super windy. It was so windy on Sunday night. I actually thought my windows were going to break. And I mean, Sunday was also when like everything happened, so it was just like a bad day. In general, I knew I probably was not going to sleep very well, but the wind also was like just so insane. And Aries, like, so we sleep by a window, and Aries was on the side of the window, and I was so freaked out my windows were going to break. I woke her up and made her get on the other side of the bed because I was like, if my windows break, like, I'm going to take the glass and not my dog. I'm like, what? I do not understand. And then by the end of the week, it's supposed to be 90. Like, just make it make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm baffled. I'm so baffled. I'm so confused. So, yeah, that's our weather. That's our weather. Hello, Jody. Aries says hi. She's back. She's sleeping now. She's over it. She's like, yeah, I got my 15 minutes in. That's all I need to do. Leanne, thank you for being a member. I don't like YouTube is doing that. If I want short content, I'll go to Instagram or TikTok. I'm just like so sad YouTube went in the like full on shorts direction just because this is like the one platform that gives us long form. And it was like, okay, if you also want to include short form, I get it. But like, why are you suppressing long form? Why? So, man. Lena says, I've been trying to find a way to turn off shorts on YouTube and I can't do it. I just end up wasting too much time on shorts. Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, yeah, totally understand. I've been talking about that a lot of like just procrastination with my phone. I feel like shorts does not help. Maybe I might, no, we'll just jump into powder. JLo's Beauty said, I still love your long form videos and shorts, but yeah, YouTube probably pushes it. I think there's a ton of people who love long form videos. I know, me too. Jill loves the long. Me too, y'all. Leanne, thanks for being a member. She says long form are just better, in my opinion, for being able to hear all the thoughts on products. They help me get a better idea on if the product will work for me. Agree. Like, I'm like, I don't go to like TikTok and Instagram for beauty content because I can't get beauty content in 15 seconds. That doesn't help me. Like watching a 10-second review on something, I'm like, how is that helpful? I use them for other things that I think are more beneficial in that amount of time, but especially for like beauty, I stick with YouTube for the long form reviews and for the people who like review products. Like they try something, then they come back and review it and they tell you 1,000 times. Like I'm someone who likes hearing one creator talk about her favorite foundation for 6 months over a period of time because like I know she really loves it versus I just see something in passing really quick like on my FYP and then it's like I don't know, does she really like it, does she not? Like I don't know. So yeah. Hannah, where are you at in Vegas and did you get any snow yesterday? Because we did. It was quick, but it came. It was happening. Very crazy. Jennifer says, sounds like Ohio weather. Katie, totally Ohio weather. That's funny. Jill moved to Michigan, 71 day and snow the next. That's so funny. Okay, so for powder, we had the Hourglass Veil powder at 36% and the Dior Powder No Powder at 64%. So I'm going to use a 2N on my under eyes and then 3N I'm going to use on my face. I'm going to use my little powder puff that I love and just do 2N underneath the eyes. Not shocked at all that the Dior won again this year. This one was kind of a runaway for sure. But I do love me the Dior powder. I also love this powder puff and I see people buy it every single day because I can see like my Amazon storefront reports every single day. Someone buys this. Makes me laugh. In a good way because I'm excited everyone loves it too because I love it. Let's see. Marie says, I love your shorts, especially the sarcastic ones you've made recently, but I'm not into short form in general. Thank you. I don't know how I got the idea to make this like, okay, no, that's a lie. I know how I got the idea. I see other people do like these very sarcastic videos, and I saw one girl do it on like being a Las Vegas blogger, and it's like, I'm like, how do I describe it? Because it was so funny. But like a day in her life, and she was like, this is just a very normal day in my life. Like I woke up in my hotel room, and then I had all this like food delivered to me, and then I like went over here and did this photo shoot, and it's like obviously not her day in her life. It was very like tongue in cheek and all of that, and I was like, haha, that's funny. And then there's a girl who a bunch of people tagged me on her account because her husband actually played for the Raiders for like the last like 2 or 3 games of the season or something like that. Oh my God, what's her name? Allison. Allison. And a bunch of people were tagging me on this account and tagging her, tagging me, being like, you should meet Samantha March, which I love that. Thank you so much. I love that. That brought me so much joy. I was like, yeah, we should meet, because she seems super funny. Oh, I can't find my powder brush. No. I bet it's in the bathroom behind me. Hold up. Hold up. I know it's right. Yep. Here it is. Next to another one of my Dior powders is also in my bathroom. But she does funny videos too, because so her husband plays in the NFL, so she gets a lot of comments of being like, you're a gold digger, and like, you're using him for his money. And I think they've been together since like college type thing, like they've been together for a long time. But she makes very like sarcastic videos as well. Like she calls like the football games like business meetings. She's like, I had a business meeting today. Like my husband had a business meeting, and so she does those very like sarcastic videos as well. And I was like, those are funny. I was like, what could I make sarcastic videos about that are just like silly? And and I did it on being a Las Vegas divorcee, because the comments that I like still get about divorce like sometimes just make me laugh, of people being like, thinking I'm just like sad and miserable and lonely, and like I need a man to complete me, and like all of these different things. So I started making some videos just based on that, and they've gone over quite well. I like that, of course, like all of you like get my sarcasm. My last video, I swear, like men found it somewhere, and they were like, some of the comments on that last one from men, I was like, oh boy. But otherwise, they crack me up a lot, and it's always like, I was trying to find a man, but then I just ended up having so much fun with my friends. I forgot that I'm so miserable and lonely. So, yeah, those have kind of been making me chuckle putting those together, and it seems like a lot of people have been enjoying them. So, I love that. Catherine says it's clear and sunny in Laguna Beach. Sorry, everyone. Oh, Aaron's in a winter storm warning and lightning warning at the same time. Oh. Hannah says, I would just like some nice consistent weather so we don't all get sick. Yeah, I had a cold last week, and I'm still kind of like trying to bounce back from it, but I think it's from our weather. It's literally been like so extreme. And then every time someone's like, oh, this is the last bit of cold, and then it's going to get really hot again. But then 4 days later, it goes back down to being in the 50s. And I'm like, when is it stopping? Like, these extreme jumps are just wild. Being Bio Girl's here. Hi. Katie says your divorce I short was fire. Thank you. Oh, Shan says, will you be buying the Dior bronzer? I don't know, because I was going to get the Pat McGrath bronzer. I think I'm still going to get Pat McGrath. Yeah, because I have a Dior bronzer. So, yeah. Erin says, love the sarcastic videos. Teresa says, sarcasm is my love language. Rebecca says, I love that you've embraced where you are in life and not viewing divorce as a death sentence while improving yours and Aries' lives. Thank you. And I think that's like, it's like kind of just what I'm trying to show with talking about it and like making the videos about it. Because the one thing that's like very strange to me is how many women like don't want to talk about divorce and don't want other women to talk about divorce either. Like, because I got a comment on one of them, and she was like, you should just stop talking about your divorce and like and basically like and move on. And it's like, it's such a huge part of my life though. Like, I mean, it impacted so much around me. I was with my partner for 15 years. It involved a move. Like, there's so much that goes on with it that it's like, I don't know, to just like suppress it, I think would be, in my opinion, and for me personally and how I am, would be worse to suppress things. I don't think that's helpful to me or my mental health. But it's also interesting to me, like how many other, especially women, like don't want to hear anyone else talk about it. Like, it's like a scary thing. In my opinion, I feel like other people think it's like contagious. Because like I lost all my friends after divorce who were all married. They were like, bye, can't be around you. So like that's how it feels to me. And I'm just like, no, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Okay, moving over to bronzer. So we had the NARS Laguna at 38% and the Rare Beauty Bronzer Stick one at 62%. Ooh, ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Ooh, Ashton Kale, member for 27 months. That seems like a very long time. How long is 27 months? That's a long time. Thank you for being here, though. That's awesome. I can't even believe I've had memberships going for that long. My members only video that I posted for March was a day in our life, me and Aries, she's behind me. She's sleeping. Speaking of the weather, my heat just kicked on because I forgot to turn it off. But it was so fun making that video. Like editing it back, Aries was just like cracking me up the whole time. So that video is live for my members. And I've been trying to work out, I posted this on the members community tab, but work out like a different place to be able to communicate with members, because I feel like I personally never see anybody's community tab. Like ever. So I was like, I don't know how many people actually see my community tab. And that's where I post like the polls for my members only videos. And that's where I post like when the videos go live. I'm like, I wish there was another way. And I thought of like a newsletter, but I'm like, I don't know if that's annoying. But I feel like there's so many like social platforms right now for like communities. So I am figuring out one where I could do that for members. That way we can all like communicate with each other as well, instead of just me constantly just talking at you, because like that's annoying. So yeah, figuring that out. But April's most voted on topic was beauty. So that will be April's video. And I just put up the poll like literally like 2 hours ago for like exact topics. So if you remember, make sure that you go vote. Let me know what you want. Jennifer said, I can't tell if I have a cold or bad allergies. I was the exact same. I truly thought mine was allergies for the first bit. But then I was like, nah, I think this is cold. But, and of course, then I got afraid that it was COVID, so sticking a test at my nose just to be sure, but just cold. Just cold. Janelle says, so far I'm right on for my bracket, but the bronzer is the one I was iffy on last time I checked. Ooh. Janelle, it hurts to hear there were multiple perfect brackets. So many perfect brackets. Teresa says, hearing divorce talk makes me question my 20-year marriage, mostly because of the post-divorce joy. I don't think that it should make people like, again, this is all just in my opinion, like question, like if you have like a good marriage and you're happy and all of that, like I think there's so much like sadness too when it comes to divorce. And I have tried to find a balance of showing like both sides of it, just because they go hand in hand. And I've tried hard to not be like only talking about the sad things, but also not only talking about the happy things also, because again, they go hand in hand. There's both sides of them. And I don't want to ever make it seem like I'm like advocating like everyone needs to get divorced, because that's just crazy to me. That's obviously not it, and I want people to be, you know, happy and all of that. But I also think that there's nothing wrong with being okay and finding happiness again post-divorce. So, because to me it's like, when I hear about it, it's always like the sadness, the sad part of it, and of course there's all of that, and all of that part I never shared online, because I never even shared that I was like going through it until it was already done and over with. So yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of a hard thing to strike a balance between everything. I'm going to move on to blush. So we're at 30 minutes. So moving over to blush, we had Buxom Seychelles had 38%, which made me laugh that was in the running still, because that's such like an old school product. But the winner is the Dior Rosy Glow Blush and this had 62% of the votes. I've been wearing this one so much recently, so much. We have, hey girl, just jumped on your live. What bronzer did you just use? It was the Rare Beauty bronzer stick was the winner for that one. And then we have the Dior Rosy Glow. I've been wearing this so much. I was in an abusive marriage. Divorce was the easiest part to talk about, and it's helpful for others to hear. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm glad that you were able to get out of that situation for sure. But yeah, it's one of those, I feel like I've definitely learned a lot going through this process, and it made me actually just feel really sad, mostly for other women who have been divorced and been like shamed, ridiculed, guilted, like all of the things, because that was something that I like saw so heavily. But thankfully, doing what I do, I also had the support of so many of you and like so many online that were supporting me and sending me messages. And like I remember moving to Las Vegas and like being so overwhelmed, and people were sending me like housewarming gifts for my apartment, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that part was really special to me too, because I felt like I had so many people like in my corner like rooting me on too, which I know not everybody has. So I was definitely very grateful that I had so many people that were like virtually like picking me up as well. That was really special. Did you hear me get choked up? And you're like, what? I'm awake. I'm awake, Mom. Don't worry. Actually, it's so funny. Okay, so I'm going to use the Dior blush. This one, again, just using it so much recently. And I've been doing it, like, putting it pretty close to my under eye. I know there was that trend for a while where people were literally setting their under eyes were, like, with, like, the pink powder. And one of my friends does that with this blush, and it looks so pretty on her. I don't necessarily, like, love it for me, but I still go pretty high. I just don't go, like, directly underneath my eyes, but I'm still going, like, pretty high with the blush. And this blush will last all day. All day. Molly says, I say talk about it all you want. People can let you down in a divorce. It's hard. My sister is going through divorce from her abusive, toxic ex-husband. Yes, I agree. And it's, yeah. Sometimes I see like beauty creators also who are like pregnant and, you know, giving birth, and people are like, stop talking about your baby. Like, talk about eyeshadow palettes. And I'm like, that's so strange to me. like having a baby and being pregnant is such a big thing, and it's such a big deal, and it's life-changing. Again, it's like, why, how do we think that people like can only talk about one subject? I'm just gonna do my brows really quick with the It Cosmetics Brow Power, just so they are done before we keep going. But yeah, I don't know, that's so strange to me. Teresa, 27 months, that's like 3 kids. That is so funny. Let's see. Teresa said, I was on one of your shorts and noticed your picture said live, so I tapped in and got here. Oh, good. Oh, well, I'm glad. Stacy's here. Hi, Stacy. It's kind of hard for me to talk into my brows, but I'm gonna do my best here. Janelle says, how do I get the big green high chat? Like Ash and Kel have been a member from the beginning. I actually don't know that answer. I don't know how that pops up. I don't know if there's like something different you have to do when you write in with the chat. I'm not sure how that works. Sorry, it's so hard for me to talk into my brows. I don't know how people can do it. I also still really want to get my brows shaped. One day. One day. Oh no, Stacey says my son has strep. It's going around. Ugh. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through some of the comments. Abusive exes suck. Oh my gosh, so bad. Stacey says they call divorce an ambiguous death. It really is, you know. That's definitely a way that I view it. And especially because like my ex and I didn't have kids together, we don't have anything like tying us to one another. So like that day, I talk about it in my Start Inspired podcast is back, which I'm so excited for. I'm actually going to film an episode after I get done on this live because I'm also going to start putting them on YouTube. So that will be fun. But yeah, I talk about like the day that I left Iowa was like such a hard day for me because it's probably the last day I was ever seeing my ex-husband, you know? There's really, you know, and I've seen him every single day for half of my life. So it's definitely not easy. You know, finding the joy after divorce takes takes time. Takes a lot of time. Because on a whole, it's still really, really sad. Oh, I love that you just get to like see my finger as I scroll through the comments. Erin says, completely agree. There's so much sadness and grieving and a whole new building of a life. I've been both, happily in the latter part. Stacey says, I honestly think healthy marriages exist, but I agree there's nothing wrong with leaving a toxic relationship. Yeah, we love a good healthy marriage, healthy relationship. I mean, I know several couples in life, like both in Iowa and that I've met here in Las Vegas, that it's just just so nice to be able to see, you know. So for sure, I believe in it. I just don't know if it'll happen for me, but I believe in it for other people. Let's see. Oh no, Janelle says lost it on the bronzer. Oh no. Stacey says, have you tried the Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush? No. I have not. What should I do it? Maybe. Let me do highlighter. Let me do highlighter next. Okay. Highlighter had. Oh, here we go. So highlighter was Mary Lou from the Balm, had 25%, and the winner at 75%. I was like, okay. It was the Rare Beauty, their new highlighters. This one that I have is in Exhilarate. I mean, I think this was the top, yeah, this was the most voted on in all of the categories was the highlighter. And I honestly was kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised to see that. Where's my highlight brush? Found it. But love it. The Rare Beauty highlighter is newer, but it is stunning. I mean, I don't even wear highlight all that much, but this one is super beautiful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply to the tops of my cheekbones here. Ooh, so pretty. And then if I do highlight, I always still do a little bit on my nose as well. Yeah. Alexandria says, I think it's one of the choose your hard. Oh yeah, choose your hard. Divorce can be hard, but there are parts of marriage that are also hard. Yeah, true. Very true. Teresa says Aries is the queen of emotional support animals. She really is. She show is. Eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so we'll jump into eyeshadow palettes next. This one wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be, but we had the ColourPop Not a Box of Chocolates had 37%, and the Natasha Denona Retro had 63%. So I'm going to use the Natasha palette, but I know we're at 40 minutes, so I'm going to have to do something quite quick with this one. But yeah, it wasn't, I thought they would be a little bit closer. I'm still not surprised Natasha won. She won last year too, the Glam palette. But I thought maybe they might be a little bit closer. Yeah, Aries is the best. Thank you. Maui Amanda, talk about anything you want, LOL. You can talk about anything, you're human after all. Thank you. Jen says, the people I love on YouTube are the ones that share their life with us, not just makeup, the ones I've been watching for years and years. Yeah. very true, Teresa. You make it sound like a baby is more important than an eyeshadow palette. Sarcasm. I love it. Oh, man. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Hannah says, my dog is about to explode, waiting to go for a walk. I'm waiting on my partner to get home from work so he can go too, but she doesn't understand. That's the worst. That's the worst. Well, we've had such bad wind that I haven't wanted to walk because it's like, terrible. I should stop saying that word. Iris is going to be like, what? But she knows like the certain times that we do go, and it hasn't been happening. And she's just been staring at me like, why are you doing this to me? I'm like, I'm sorry. I want to go too. So I'm going to use Andy first with a Sigma E24. And I'm just going to put this, I'm probably just going to do a quick 2 eyeshadow look, just so I can get through the rest of the categories. And we still have to do, if you are new, if you're just jumping on to March Madness, we had multiple perfect brackets. So I have all of the names written down. And I see some of your names in here. So I'm going to write all the names down. And then I'm going to put them into a mug. Not the one that I'm currently drinking tea out of. A different one. And I'm going to choose a winner live at the end. So I'm going to try to get through this makeup look pretty quickly. So I'm just putting that Andy all over the lid. And then I'm just going to add a shimmer. But, so I've been using my Sigma Ambiance palette so much. I actually mentioned it in my next favorites video, spoiler alert. But I'm going to switch because I feel like I've been doing this thing where I'm like picking a palette to like love for like a week. Okay, here goes my brain. I'm like, should I make videos on this? Can I make content around that? But it was the Sigma and On Nook, and I was doing like the same look. Like I was just boop, and then I started reaching for the Ambiance palette. So then I keep going for this one, and I'm creating like basically the same look, kind of just playing with different shimmers. But my next palette is, in honor of March Makeup Madness, is going to be the retro palette. So I'm going to be playing with this one. Okay, I'm trying to decide because normally I go with like, now drop it. Normally I do psychedelic, which I love, but I also really like glitz. But I also was thinking about Hello and doing like a darker shimmer. So since we're live, what should I do? Psychedelic, glitz, and Hello. Psychedelic, glitz, Hello. Which one should I do? Oh no, Molly says, just an FYI, I received the Pat McGrath bronzer today in the shade Naked Desire, and I don't like it. Way too light, which is interesting because I'm very fair. Oh, dang. That's no good. Being Bio Girl loves the Juvia's Place blush. Oh. No, Jill ordered that one too. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sad. Teresa says, my divorce thoughts all stem from loneliness. Oh, being lonely is hard. Anne, hi, Anne. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being a member. Oh. Wait, when does the Sephora sale start? I still need to do a Sephora video too. Katie says, I definitely thought Not a Box of Chocolates would win. I really thought it was going to be Natasha. I just thought it was going to be really close. Hannah says, I knew I should have picked the retro. Aaron says, your bracket is broken. Oh, no. Teresa says, these lives are so fun. My first time. Be gentle. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're enjoying. Hi, Cassandra. Hi from Sweden. Being Bio Girl says, I'm out of the game. Oh, no. Jennifer says, I might not be in it anymore, but it was still my best year. I love it. Marie says, it's definitely my best year in the March Madness. I've sucked so much in the last years. Hannah says, I love the idea of doing a palette to love each week. Okay, now I'm maybe thinking about that. I'm thinking about that. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to see if we have, okay, I see psychedelic, because I should probably keep putting shadows on. Okay, I saw psychedelic. Okay, I think I see psychedelic. Okay, so I'm going to do some psychedelic with a Sigma Firm Shader, the E57, and just run this along with the lid. This is a look that I do with this palette a lot. It's super simple. I love the mauve tones, and it's just easy to do. I think with these, since it's like more of a lighter tone, this is where I usually leave my lower lash line blank as well. And then I just do a bunch of mascara. So I think that is what I will do as well. Okay. Mascara. I was like, what am I looking for? Woo! Okie dokie. We're thriving. Okay. Mascara. So we had the telescopic lift, the L'Oreal telescopic lift at 34%, and the Rare Beauty at 66%. So I am going to use the Rare Beauty mascara. This is a big favorite of mine. Love this one. You know, I've been talking about Sephora sale coming up. Of course, I will be recommending this mascara. This is one that I'm probably just going to buy an extra one as well. I have one more extra one that I haven't opened yet at home. But I go through these mascaras like, hold on, I can just, like I go through these mascaras because I do love the Rare Beauty. So again, sometimes when I do like a little bit lighter with the shadows, I don't know why I like to leave the lower lash line blank. And honestly, I'm probably going to keep crying today. So it's like probably better that I, less is more, you know? Less is more as we get through this kind of weird week. Okay. Janelle says, you asking if the shades you should use live after deciding the palette adds a fun, spontaneous twist. Oh, good. Hannah says, I still really want this palette, but I'm just trying to save the money and can't justify the spend. It makes sense. Natasha has expensive palettes. I've been loving all your birthday looks. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I had such a good birthday month. I feel like I did so many things, and yeah, I just had a lot of like really cool experiences and also some really good food. I need to do like an updated where to eat in Las Vegas video because some of the places that I ate in the month of March, I was like, what in tarnation is this? It was an excellent month to be a foodie. Woo! Okay, so I'm just adding on the Rare Beauty mascara. We still have the lip and the perfume to go through. So wondering if anyone is here thinking that you have a perfect bracket, because again, we have multiples. I'm going to be drawing a live winner, which I'm so excited for. Jill, I'm just kind of seeing the comments pop up. Jill says, football is my jam, not so much with basketball. Baseball is also back. I've been keeping up with baseball. I do like me some baseball. Vegas has like I don't know if it's AAA, AA, but they have like a baseball team, and I have not been to a game yet. So I want to get out to one this year. I think that will be fun. But I got to go to a March Madness game. So that was super cool. I saw UConn, who ended up winning the whole tournament. They played Gonzaga. So my friends actually got me tickets for my birthday, which was so nice because I didn't have anyone to go with. I was like, I'm just going to go by myself. Like, that's fine. And my friends were like, no, we're going with you. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, you know, that's like one of the things that I had to understand about like divorce and obviously like moving to a new state is like there's just some things I have to do on my own, and I actually love sports and not a lot of other people do, which is fine. So I'm like, I can go by myself. It don't bother me. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where I left off on comments. Really like the Rare Beauty mascara. I got the lash set from Sephora and chose that one as the freebie. Nice. Bridget, so we have made it through almost all of March Makeup Madness. So I've just been sharing all of the winners. I just used the Retro palette from Natasha Denona, the Rare Beauty mascara. Why do I feel like I always lose my lip products? Nope, nope, I see them. I did not lose them this time. Okay, so for the lip products, we had ColourPop Beeper and MAC Honey Love at 41%, pretty close. And then the Natasha Denona lip liner and the Lawless Beauty lip balm in Georgie, and that one at 59%. Ooh, that was close. Lips was a close category. That was a close category. Janelle says, I'm in the pan over purchased project pan and just earned my first purchase by hitting pan or finishing 25 items. Oh, I spent it on the Rare Beauty liquid blush in Virtue. That's so interesting. I haven't heard of pan over purchase project pan. I like that idea. Hi, Rita. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Teresa says, restaurants, please. My niece is doing her 40th in Vegas this summer. So I should have sharpened my Natasha Denona. This is the My Dream lip liner, but we're gonna make it work. So a restaurant that we finally got into is called Delilah's, and it is at wait, where's Delilah at? I'm like, wait, where's that? I was just there. The Win. Delilah is at the Win. It is so hard to get reservations there, but it is beautiful. It's like a 1920s jazz club, and they have like a singer, they have dancers that like look like flappers, and I'm like, what? The best service that I've ever had. Just ever. And you know, they asked if we were celebrating anything, and we said it was my birthday. I mean, we went the Monday after my birthday. And I tell you, every single staff member in that restaurant then knew it was my birthday. Like, I would get up to go to the bathroom and I would pass someone and they'd be like, oh, happy birthday. I'm like, how do you know? Everyone knew. They brought out like a little cake at the end that had like you know, the candle on it and everything. The food was excellent. I mean, the show was great. You can't take any photos or videos inside. And you know what? I was fine with that. I just put my phone in my purse and like enjoyed. I was there with my, I was there at Ashley and her husband, and we just had such a great time. And we all just could not stop talking about how good it was. And then we also, sports, says Hannah. I also went to Villa Azur, which is in the Palazzo, and that was super good. Very just like sophisticated, like Parisian vibes of that restaurant, and the food was excellent. We had salmon and halibut and spaghetti, and again, I was with another group of friends, so we were celebrating my birthday. I was trying to hit like all my different friend groups, and they brought out dessert with like an actual sparkler, and they had me hold the sparkler. I was like, oh my gosh, so that was super fun. Me, Michelle, Risa, and Lori went to Harlow, which is in Summerlin, on my actual birthday. That was great. It sounds so random. It's a steakhouse, but that was the best Caesar salad I've ever had in my life, which I know sounds so random, but like I can't stop thinking about that salad. So yeah, love that. There's just, yeah, I need to do a new video on where to eat in Vegas, because oh, there's just such good food here. Lauren says, go see the Air movie about Nike and Michael Jordan. So good. I actually want to. We were talking about that last night with some of my friends, and I don't watch any movies, but I was like, I would actually go see that because I would be very curious about it. Iris says, Sam, you should totally go to a baseball game and vlog. I'd love to see you vlog about that for sure. For sure. I would love to do that. Stacy says the NCAA Final Four is insane and so fun to experience. I was in Indianapolis in 2010 when they hosted, and it was amazing. Yeah, it was crazy. It was so fun though. Okay, the fragrance, that's not it. Nope, it's behind me. The fragrance category, what I thought was going to be like my wild card and really trip everybody up. We had When the Rain Stops by Replica at 32%, and then By the Fireplace, again by Replica, and this is at 68%. So I'm just going to go ahead. and spray myself with a little bit of this. This one is, we were describing it in the last live, weren't we? Like it is like a fireplace, but I don't like, not like smoky. It just has that warm, wish there was like something on here that would tell me like what it is. It just is like warm and a little bit spicy, but not like too much. I do think it makes a good fall scent, but to me it also makes a good night scent. Kind of like a sexier date night vibes type thing, you know? You know? Anne says, are you going to get the Rare Beauty lip oil? I do want to. I want to get that and no, yeah, that was it from Rare Beauty, right? Yeah, just the lip oil. I do get some of their PR, so I'm not sure. I was actually filming my PR haul before I jumped on this live, and I still have so many boxes to go. So a new PR haul will be coming. I always do giveaway boxes with it. So stay tuned for that because I'm not even halfway through. So hopefully it'll be like tomorrow or the next day that I'll have the PR haul up. If I don't though, I'm going to buy it in the Sephora sale as well. Oh, Hannah says, Sam, you're doing such a great job getting all your makeup done while still talking. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anne says, what's the last movie you saw in the theater? I feel like it would have to have been pre-COVID. I've not been to a movie in Las Vegas. I will be here 2 years this month. And then prior to leaving, we were in COVID. So I wouldn't have gone then. I don't know. Maybe like sometime in like 2017, 2018. A sexy bonfire. That's a great way. That's a great way to describe it. Oh no, I would have won this year if it wasn't for this one category. No. Oh, Natalia's here. Thanks for being over. Just wanted to jump on and say hello in between students. We'll watch the replay after work. Excited to see the winners. Oh, Kansas City Girl says, love you, Sammy. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is my final makeup look. I just, you know, again, I only have the 2 eyeshadows on because we only have an hour to do the live, but I still feel like a piece for here. And I also wrote down, I just wrote first name and then like where you're from because I thought that would be possible. Well, let's just see. And then I'm going to put them into my little mug. I'm going to draw out a winner. So I do have the one giveaway box ready to go that I've showed on another live, but I am also going to send out a prize box to a second winner as well, just because I'm like so shook that there was so many winners. So there's actually going to be two winners. One will receive the prize box. Second one, I will put together another prize box for you and send it out. So 2 winners. We got 2 winners in March Makeup Madness. Okay, so first up we had Lena from New York. Lena from New York is going into, oh, I'm like, can I read my handwriting now? Lena from New York. We also have Valerie from Oregon. Valerie from Oregon is going in the cup. We have Sunny from Ohio. Sunny from Ohio is going in. We have Marie-Eve from Quebec. Marie-Eve is also going in the cup. We have Sandra from New Jersey. I'm telling you, there were so many perfect brackets. We also have, can I read my handwriting? Okay, because I remember something. I think this is supposed to be Martina from New York. Like, I'm pretty sure this is Martina from New York. Oh, you can't hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know what happened. Oh no. Hey, no one can hear us, babe. Oh, okay, so Hannah says I can still hear her. Oh, it's just lighting? Okay. Okay, but you can hear me. I can hear you. I had to reload the video. Okay, so we might have to reload. That's so weird. I wonder why that happened. Okay, some people can hear. Okay, if you can't hear, Okay, so people are saying that you're reloading. Oh, went out, came back in, can hear now. Okay, good. Wait. I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna start again with all of the winners, just so we know. Okay, yeah, try to go back out and come back in. That seems to be working for everybody. Okay, so I'll run through who was all going in the cup for who got perfect brackets, okay? And then I'm gonna draw them out. So we have Lena from New York. We have Sunny from Ohio. We have Valerie from Oregon. Marie-Eve from Quebec. Sandra from New Jersey. And then Martina from New York. We have Amanda from California. And Marianne from Ohio. So there was 8. There was 8 perfect brackets for March Madness. So I have put them all in the cup. I'm gonna do a little bit of this, mix them up a little bit. And if you didn't hear this part, I'm gonna do 2 winners. So one is gonna be for the, yes, Maria, you're here. Yes, you made it into the cup. That's a win enough for me. I love it. So what should I do? So the first one that I draw will win. I'm going to put together a second prize box. And then the next winner that I draw will get the prize box that I showed in my live. So this is for the second place winner is Sandra from New Jersey. So Sandra from New Jersey is going to be winning a prize box. I'll set that there. And then Sunny, my first time getting a perfect bracket. We have Sunny and Marie even here. Oh, Teresa, I feel like I won just by catching the live. Okay, so we're gonna draw. This is for the prize box that I showed in the live chat. So that is going to Valerie from Oregon. Valerie from Oregon. I don't know why I feel like I have to show it. Prove it's Valerie from Oregon, but Valerie from Oregon. So we have Sandra from New Jersey and Valerie from Oregon. Those are the winners for March Makeup Madness. But I am just like so shocked that there was 8 perfect brackets for this year's March Makeup Madness. Am I gonna have to make next year even harder? I don't know. But this was really fun, and it was fun to be able to draw the winners in the live chat as well. So yeah, that was such a good time. And thank you all so much for joining me. I know this probably wasn't my smoothest live chat, which is, what I talked about in the beginning, but appreciate your support. If I'm kind of off and on a little bit on social media throughout this next week, it's just, our community is trying to support one another right now and just get through a little bit of a hard time together. So yeah, again, appreciate it so much. The podcast is back. Start Inspired is back. You got videos over here. You got videos on my second channel. All kinds of things. Aries, do you want to say anything to the people? No. Okay. Nope. She's sleeping. So she's sleeping. I hope everyone has a great day, though. Thank you for another fun year of March Makeup Madness. Thank you for participating. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, everyone.